Hey, so the lighting around here is horrible. I just had to kind of twist it, so I think that's a little better. So I filmed um a video on my phone. I was gonna try to text it to people, and then that didn't work. So I decided to just film over here. I like my festive shirt. Yeah. So I wanted to start out with just my testimony of Exodus 90. Because if you don't watch anything else beyond this, I hope everyone will see this. Exodus 90 really, it in a way, it changed my life. I mean, I already was going in a fairly good direction to even choose to do it, of course, but it's it gave me more spiritual power, and it gave me more power over temptation, and basically, it gave me the freedom. It's called Exodus because it's based on when the Israelites exited um Egypt and gained their freedom, and so it's a way to gain freedom. And so I promise you that if you will take up this challenge with me, that we can change our lives together. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to be walking through the Exodus 90 app. This is the homepage of the app. You can go to exodus90.com. You can see all this stuff on the website. The app's free to download. I'd recommend downloading it. It even has a daily little gospel reading in there for free. So that's pretty cool. Um, but down at the bottom it has these tabs. One of them says exercises. If you click on that, shows Exodus 90 up here, but down here, I don't know if it would work up there. Click on Exodus 90, you'll see kind of what it's all about. And this is what I'm going to focus on. Oh man, the disciplines. Geez, I can't get that to show. So, the disciplines are the things we live by, the things we do, the things we don't do during Exodus 90. And I'm going to read them a little bit out of order from what they have here because I feel like it makes more sense to read them that way. So the first thing we do every day is we offer up a holy hour of prayer. Doesn't have to be the first thing in the morning. I like to do the first thing in the morning, kind of sets the tone for the day. Now, this isn't like a lot of times when members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints think about prayer, we only think about like on your knees praying. We're not talking about being on your knees for an hour or even speaking with God for an hour. Um, in fact, at least 20 minutes of it is called contemplative prayer. Now, contemplative prayer is basically a meditation. You can do it silent if you're able to stay focused, or you can do a mantra such as "Come, Holy Spirit, come" is a common one. In this program is built by Catholics, by the way. So, if you want to choose a more Latter Day Saint mantra, that's perfectly fine. But yeah, you spend 20 minutes in contemplative prayer, and for the rest of it, we read the daily Exodus reading and reflection. It's just a little devotional they have there. They also do the daily gospel that I showed you at the beginning, so I like to read that. I do all my scripture reading, and uh, last time I tried this, I also did a daily I read my patriarchal blessing every day, so it was a really good experience for me. So I do that the first hour in the day. The next one, this is the one that some people, this really is hard for them, but we take short, cold showers. We shower as often as we normally would, but each time we shower, the water should be cold. So when we sacrifice our hot water, it just puts us in a place of we offer that to God, and it's kind of like fasting. It's in a way. Called an ascetic discipline, and it puts us in that more kind of spiritual space. And if it's hard for you, all the better. Pray, get through the hard thing with God's help, because with God, nothing's impossible. Um, I forgot what I was going to do. Pair with the first one was so with the holy hour, it may seem hard to do an hour a day, But then look at what we abstain from. We abstain from unnecessary mobile device use, unnecessary computer use, video games, and TV and televised sports. So that is a great list. If we're not doing those four things, think of all the time you'll have. I don't know about you, but I spend at least an hour a day in front of screens, doing things that aren't really necessary. So if you can stick to those four, that'll create the hour that you need. And then we've got some physical things. And honestly, when I did I've never done the full Exodus 90 program. I did the Lent program, which is similar to this. It's just kind of toned down a little bit, and it's only for 40 days instead of the full 90. But I lost probably 15 pounds in just the 40 days. So honestly, I'm looking forward to some of the physical benefits of this, and along with the spiritual benefits. But how this happens, how we lose weight and things, we abstain from eating between meals. We abstain from soda and sweet drinks. We abstain from desserts and sweets, and abstain from alcohol. And we fast on Wednesday and Friday. Fasting includes abstaining from meat all day. Um, you can eat one regular meal and two smaller meals. For me personally, I just ignore the two smaller meals. I'm like, eh. The way I understand fasting and insulin and everything, the way the body works, if I introduce food, it's just going to make me more hungry. So I just do one meal a day. And I always did evening meals because that's when my family eats. And eating's kind of a social thing as well as a physical thing. If I could, I would have tried breakfast if I was single. Because I feel like just letting your body burn that food throughout the day while you're awake is better than going to bed on a full stomach. But I never got to try it because, yeah, I wanted to eat with my family. So all that, you're gonna lose weight and you're gonna feel awesome, more spiritual, because you're doing that fasting and giving up these things for God. Um, let's see, I read them out of order, so I had to find. We listen only to music that lifts the soul to God. This is a great thing. Every January, K-Love does this Christian music challenge where you only listen to Christian music for 30 days. So this is similar, although it does say it does not have to be explicitly Christian music, but your music should not contain messages that encourage sin or negativity. So, yeah, and if you're wondering about my background here, I'm at my parents' house, and literally the only place to find peace and quiet is the laundry room, which is also their food storage room. So, yeah, that's where I'm at. We abstain from non-essential purchases. I'm a saver. There's, savers and spenders. If you're a spender, this might be one that's hard for you. It wasn't that hard for me, except this includes not eating out unless there's a special occasion that can't be celebrated otherwise. So that one did affect me quite a bit. I eat out probably too much, and so giving that all up was a little bit difficult. We also, I forgot to mention, along with the weight loss thing, we practice regular intense exercise. We exercise at least 3 times per week, doing something rigorous enough to get your heart rate up a little bit. It says if you have a guidance from your doctor, please follow that. There's also, this is the short version, and then there's a field guide that has more. I believe in the field guide it's recommended that you do 20 minutes minimum 3 times a week. Might even be 60 minutes. I don't remember. Anyway, I hit that easily. I like to work out 5 times a day, 5 times a week if I can. Oh, if I wasn't in school, 5 times a day might be fun too, because I'm a weird guy. I like it when I can feel, muscles, like when it hurts to move. I know that I'm alive type guy. But I haven't been hitting the gym lately at all because I was busy with school. So I'm hoping that um, this semester I'll be able to do better at that. We get a full night's sleep. At least 7 hours is recommended. So that's obviously just a guide, a goal to aim for. Sometimes you lay down, you can't sleep. That's fine. Um, it also says if you have an infant, just do your best while still helping your wife. Don't be like, wife, I got to get 7 hours of sleep for this thing. No, this is all about becoming a better husband and father. So, um, any of these disciplines, honestly, like if my kid had a birthday and he wanted me to eat cake, I'm eating cake because it's all about becoming a better husband and father. But I'm being mindful of it, not just, stuffing my face mindlessly. I'm mindfully doing it to join in part of the family celebrations. So, um, let's see. Sorry, skipping around makes it hard to make sure I cover everything. So we do a nightly examine. I love this part. It's a Catholic principle that we don't really have an equivalent of in the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. But uh, basically, just examine your day at night. You look for God's hand in your day, acknowledge Him, thank Him for that, acknowledge where you fell short, and and also acknowledge where you did good, and then you promise to do better tomorrow. Um, and yeah, that pretty much covers that. So I don't know if I mentioned already, the pillars of the program are called prayer, asceticism, and fraternity. So prayer is that holy hour. The asceticism is all these disciplines that I covered, and then fraternity is the last one. So as far as fraternity goes, we have a weekly fraternity meeting. Once a week, we meet all together. It's going to be on Zoom because you are all spread out across at least Utah, and we'll see if anyone else wants to join us. So yeah, it's going to be on Zoom, and the other part of the fraternity is they want us to do some fraternity activities to grow closer as a brotherhood. So I'm hoping to do a temple trip at least once sometime during, preferably at the beginning and closer to Easter. Maybe try for monthly if people want to. I'm just the discussion leader. I'm not the head of the fraternity. So it's up to everyone what we want to do with the fraternity, but we can plan some activities. I'm not huge into guns, but I know a lot of men are shooters. So if we want to plan a shooting day and someone knows of a range and has guns, I would be glad to go for that. And then the other part of the fraternity is the anchor check-in. Now, when we talk about an anchor, we're not talking about a boat anchor that holds you down. We're talking about a climbing anchor. The anchor is the little piece that you tap into the rock and it holds you up. You need anchors to keep going higher. And so I kind of picture that we're tandem climbers and we keep going higher and higher together. And the other side of that is if your anchor falls out when you're climbing, you fall, seriously injure yourself, could even die. This is the same thing in Exodus 90. You're someone's anchor, you're holding them up spiritually. And if you fail, their spirituality could get seriously damaged as well if they fall with you. So make sure to be a strong anchor. We check in with our anchors every day. My personal favorite way to do this is with, why is it? Marco Polo. It was slipping my mind for a minute there. Video app. I can just tell them, talking to it, say, hey, had a good day. I did my holy hour, did my examine, or, slipped up, I ate some cake, whatever it is. I just report whether it was a good day or where I could have done better. That just kind of keeps you honest. And I think that is everything on here. Now, if you're still listening, feel free to go to exodus90.com, explore it. I invite you to pray about it and ask God if He wants you to do Exodus 90. And talk to your spouse about it because this is going to affect the whole family, especially if your family does a lot of screen time together and you're now all of a sudden not doing screen time. You're going to have to find other ways to interact with your family and things like that. So that's just one way I can think of. If you're not eating on a certain day and you're not eating meat and your wife makes a meat heavy meal, that could cause issues. So just make sure you're keeping your wife in all every step of the way. And I know that if you'll join me for this, that you will come out a better husband, a better father, and a better man. Um, and yes, now if you're still with me, the next step beyond Exodus 90, they have what they call the biblical series. This is not built just for 90 days. This is built for the lifetime. So um, obviously, if you sign up, join with me, you're only locked in for 90 days. If you want to leave after 90 days, say, oh, that was hard, or oh, that's enough for me, you can leave anytime. But I'm hoping I can find men who are wanting to go the long haul with me. I can take their fraternity into the biblical series and just keep plowing forward with what we got. The biblical series, the ascetic disciplines are relaxed. So there's only cold showers in like one of the biblical series, and they change up disciplines every like 30 to 60 days. But it goes through the Bible from Genesis. It skips Exodus because we covered that in Exodus 90. On through, it skips some books. They don't have Isaiah as of right now, but um, they're always changing things. In fact, because I've been involved with them for a while, they invited me to be part of an advisory board type thing they've got going, so I can give your feedback directly to the creators if you ever have any feedback along the way. But I'm hoping to find a fraternity for life. And if you're watching this, I would like you to be a part of it. God has led you here for a reason. And yeah, just check out Exodus 90. If you got any questions, you can put them in the comments here on YouTube, or if you're seeing this on Facebook, comment there. Send me a Facebook friend request if we're not friends. If we are friends, you can message me, anything. Oh, I forgot to mention, we start January 8th, I want to say. Let me see if I can find it in here real quick. If I can't find it quick, I'll. Starts in 12 days on the 9th. So that will put us ending on Easter. So I promise you'll have the best Easter of your life if you will go through this with me. Prepare, go through some of the pains, so you can kind of feel closer to Jesus when we get to Holy Week and we're studying about what he went through for us. I love Jesus and what he has done for us, and I hope that you will join me in this Exodus. And I love you. Have a great day.